It's hard for me to describe whether this is a trend or not, but the first thing I thought of is because, especially being in B2B, was the trend or the idea that you have to be stuffy, corporate, professional, quote unquote, to like in all your messaging to be relevant and to market and sell your product. I think that's the one thing at Metadata that we've kind of figured out and cracked the code a little bit is like you're selling to people at the end of the day, even if you're selling into a business, and people really like authenticity and they like raw and they like behind the scenes. And so that's something we've really tried to lean into. And so and leaned into it with success. So I go and I look at other people's sites and other people's content, and especially in the B2B space, and it just feels like there's so much room to grow there, as far as how people talk about themselves, how they put themselves out there. It feels a lot of the stuff just feels like perfection and just feels like we're this very clean, almost like sterile environment in a lot of ways, like when I go and watch their stuff. And so I think like that's the trend I would kind of rail against is, hey, be authentic, be yourself. Authenticity means different things to different people, but the more sort of raw and behind the scenes and authentic you can be, the better. Do not sleep on your distribution of your content. So many people, so many companies that I talk with, other leaders, they're still focused on a production model and focused on getting new content out in front of their audience. But oftentimes that means creating once and distributing once, and then going back and creating once and distributing once. Very, very few companies actually put time, effort, energy into getting the most out of the content that they're creating. And I think if it's, again, it's not to say don't create new stuff. I create new stuff every single week. But being able to get the most out of that stuff and be able to get longevity out of it is where I would put more bang for, or where I would put my focus in order to get more bang for my buck. And I think that's another thing that I'm really realizing now as budgets get cut, as resources get cut, all those type of things in the economy where we're at, being able to stretch what you do have is going to be a massive play going forward. To narrow it down to one is hard, but I would say curiosity is sort of the main one that sort of keeps me going. Like half curiosity and like self-starter. Like I think if you have those sort of two things where you could be curious and then go do the thing or go do it on your own, you will only, I mean, you'll go as far as you can take yourself. I think like that's sort of my philosophy in terms of like career growth and stuff like that is, for me, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't take it upon myself. The people I used to lead, I used to tell them all the time, I can only get you so far. I can help get you the resources. I can help get you the stuff you need, but it's on you to learn it, to apply it, and to be curious and to consistently try to learn and try new things.